Hey, hello and welcome to another video. This one is an ongoing story that I'm working on. I think it's quite the scoop. I've never talked about this before, so you might come quite as a shock. It's called The Media is Stupid. Got 'em. Parenthesis. Not all media, just clickbait media. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where did it all go wrong? Just like you, I get my news from the internet, from the interwebs. That's where I find my information on what's going on in the world. That's how I find out what is going on the next Pewdiepie video. If you look on Google News, essentially there's a bunch of different news outlets. We got The Sun, we got The Guardian, we got BBC, we got Wired, we got Forbes. They're all essentially competing with each other. But basically, oh shit, okay, well this is a good title. I guess I'll click on that one. Oh, how about that? There's an ad there. Okay, great. So essentially, as soon as I click, they get paid. It doesn't really matter what the content is. As long as they have a good enough, strong enough title, you know, that beats all its competitors, then they get paid. So really, the content is pretty much irrelevant. They just need a strong title no matter what. And I know what you're thinking. You might be like, okay, well, Felix, you're on YouTube. Everyone clicks bait on YouTube, but you're doing the same thing. No, not really. It's kind of different. First of all, YouTube monitors watch time. So even if you have a clickbait video and people don't actually watch it, it won't get as promoted. YouTube has been promoting watch time more than anything since 2014. Allegedly, that's what they say at least. It's the first thing that appears if you click on your analytics. Literally, you go to analytics, first thing that appears, watch time. 150,000 years have you guys spent watching my videos. That's just kind of sad, isn't it? But also, a very important distinction is that YouTube, it's entertainment, media, it's the fucking news. It's supposed to give you an objective standpoint on and tell people what is going on out there. What is the truth, you know? I think this is a bigger problem than a lot of people realize because it affects actual people. It affects reality. It affects people like me. And I think that's why I've been bitching about it so much. Anyway, remember when the news was sent to your home? That was basically subscription based. So the media would get paid regardless. So basically they didn't have to clickbait to get paid. And that way you get a more unbiased, objective news. You could say, hey, maybe you actually get the truth. Instead of all this where whoever yells the loudest gets paid. Now, 2017 is the year it's gonna go bad for me, all right? I'm just calling it out right now. You get out before you can, because Pewdiepie he's a bad boy now. He's a meanie. He's terrible. Ugh. He's racist. Homophobic, anti-Semitic. Oh, what other labels can we put him? Hitler-loving, white. You may have noticed there's been a lot of articles popping up around me lately. I'm just gonna go ahead and say 90% of them are negative. The media wants to paint me as some sort of villain. Bring it on! No, please stop. It's really annoying. It's confusing, like, old friends that don't pay attention to what I'm doing anymore, and they're like, wait, you're racist now? I don't understand. Because that's the problem, isn't it? Unless you really know me and what I do, and you read these titles about me, you're obviously gonna believe what they're saying. And people just read the title anyway. They just want to put those labels out there. Anti-Semitic, racist, he said the N-word, all those kinds of shit. That's all that matters, because that's how they get paid. My goal is not to keep pushing these controversial topics. What I just think, and I believe strongly in, is that it's 2017 now. We're gonna have to start separating what is a joke and what is actually problematic, or what actually fulfills the label or whatever you're calling it. Is a joke actually pure racism? Is it something that can be considered a joke actually pure homophobic or all anti-Semitic and all these things? Context fucking matters. Titles will never explain context. And that's the problem with all my videos lately, is that they take all this stuff that I say out of context because that's what's gonna get them clicks, and that's gonna get them ads, which is gonna get them money. Pewdiepie in anti-Semitic storm after paying men to unveil sign stating death to all Jews hits YouTube. You know, and they report on this, and clearly everyone is outraged. It's a huge controversy. International Business Times. The fuck does that have to do with my content? It's almost like Polygon and Kotaku are sitting in the corner of my videos being like, come on, say something bad about gaming so we can get in on this shit. International Business Times. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? See, and even all the comments talk about it. Like, what a trash article. Nice grab for views, you hack. I'm glad people at least realize. I'm really glad to see that the majority realize how bullshit these articles are, and that they fulfill no purpose whatsoever than to tear down my name to get some more clicks online. So basically, for those of you who don't know what happened, I was fucking around with this website where you can pay people to make messages, and most people said no to my requests. There was a girl that was supposed to play Hearthstone with me, and I asked her to play Roblox, and she was like, no. And so she didn't fulfill the request. There was another person that was supposed to do a penis in a math graph, and they said no. But for some fucking reason, these Indian guys actually went ahead and wrote "Death to all Jews" on a sign. Which, you know, there's something funny about that. At least, you know, it might just be my crude sense of humor, but I think there's something funny about that. And I don't think there's any, like, actual anti-Semitic thing about it. Again, I think there's a difference between a joke and actual, like, fuck death to all Jews. If I made a video saying, hey guys, Pewdiepie here, death to all Jews, I want you to say after me, death to all Jews. And, you know, Hitler was right. I really opened my eyes to white power. And I think it's time that we did something about it. That's essentially how they're reporting this, as if that's what I was saying or some shit like that. Another controversy was this 5-year-old that I made fun of. Pewdiepie hates unrivaled channel which stars a 5-year-old. No, I didn't make fun of the 5-year-old. I made fun of the mother running the channel. But, you know, that's not as an appealing title, is it? That doesn't get you as much views as Pewdiepie fucked up a 5-year-old. Pewdiepie went right in on that 5-year-old. That poor 5-year-old. Don't do it, Pewdiepie. Fuck you, 5-year-old. Like, if you actually watched the video, you would understand that I'm not making fun of the kid. But that doesn't matter, does it? It really doesn't matter. At least not in the title. And you know what? To the benefit of the articles, I usually do mention it somewhere along in this fucking bread of text. But that doesn't really matter because the title is what people read. That's like what 90% of people actually read. Another big controversy, yes, I know, there's been a lot of them, was me slipping the N-word in one of my videos. Basically, I got excited about becoming ranked 18 most handsome, and I went, 18, Nick! And then it cut off before I even said the whole thing. But news articles, of course, loving a bit of controversy. The Sun put it as Pewdiepie slammed after appearing to say, I love this censoring. If you're gonna say it, just fucking say it. Context matters. It's 2017 now. I think it's time for change, okay? I know it's bad. I know it's gonna cause controversy. It kind of just slipped up because all my videos are improvised. And I saw it through editing. I thought it was funny with the way it was used. Clearly a bad call from my part. And I'm not going to use it again. Mainly not because I care if the word is bad or not. It's because it just causes people to lose their fucking mind. And it's just not worth it. Like, I don't get a kick out of all this controversy. It's not something that I just be like, oh fuck yeah, look at all this attention that I'm getting. I'm not trying to push the envelope. I'm just trying to stay true to my sense of humor. And I'm not actually trying to offend people with what I'm doing, believe it or not. You know, if people are offended, that's kind of like, well, that sucks for you. I feel like I'm digging myself a grave this whole video, but I think it's worth talking about. So don't get me wrong, if I do something bad, and if I do something actually racist or actually homophobic or actually with the intent of it, I do believe I should be held accountable. I'm not saying that all media, they're not allowed to criticize me because I'm perfect and my perspective is always what's better. If I do bad shit, I should be called out for it. Clearly, I have no problem with that, but I don't think this is it. And I really truly believe that these articles slamming people like me for these topics, they're doing more harm than good. They're doing more harm than I'm doing by saying them. I think. I think being the political correctness police is essentially just gonna fuck us all over. And this year, 2017, I decided I'm taking a stance back. I'm gonna be true to myself. I want to do the sense of humor that I enjoy, and this is the price for it. I'm fine with that. This video has really no point, and you guys, and I'm kind of preaching to the choir right now. I just want to say thanks for seeing through the bullshit. I read the comments. I see that you guys see through the bullshit and criticize just like I'm doing right now, and I think that's really cool. Thank you, appreciate that. Raises $1 million of charity. The world ... uses racial slur without meaning it. Oh my god, you're over. PewDiePie's over party. Y'all elect a racist president, but get President Pew says the N-word in a non-negative way. Hey, it's almost like there's real actual issues out in the world that you can actually care about instead of whether a YouTuber makes a slightly edgy jokes. And it's like, I'm just barely, this is like the standard on the internet anyway. Like, people literally just care because I'm PewDiePie, and whatever I do, it's just gonna be a fucking news article about it. But literally anyone else can say it and no one gives a shit. I wonder what articles there's gonna be about this video. PewDiePie defends himself after saying the N-word. PewDiePie is essentially Hitler now. Well, hopefully I won't have to talk about these anymore. I'm getting kind of tired of it. I just wanted to set the record straight. That's all.